Hello everybody. Oh, okay, how you doing? In this Corona holidays. No, it's not funny anymore. Because I said this joke a few times already. Okay, today I would like to talk about what is the practice? How, in what way, what do you need to make it as a practice in this name of chanting? Before talk about this, you need to clearly realize the difference, the uniqueness of our practice. Purpose of our practice is transference, as I said several times. Transference. Give merit of, for example, just great love or wisdom, majestic power, whatever. Transference to all beings, or to the field, or to other people, or to the world. But this is the purpose. But usually, if you might take it as same as a meditation or meditative chanting, or then it makes you misunderstand how you should practice, because just to meditate is just to empty your mind or whatever, or just be or mindfulness or whatever. There's no idea of the transference, or there's no particular practical method or practical way of doing the transference, right? But there is one very basic for any practice, but especially in names of chanting, is that we can clearly say is about practice in juji. One of them is juji. Juji means to be responsible. To be responsible, but it's in the other hand, juji means to hold ego. Hold ego. How you can hold ego in the practice, but what is the most way of attitude that to make the practice effective or make the real practice is continuation of the mind. Continuation of the mind. Continuation. I didn't say concentration. I said continuation. For example, there's, for example, visualization of the Buddha's image, or the prayers, or whatever, How much you can continue to keep the image? How much, how long you can continue? Continuation is one of the most important in the practice. And of course, continuation is clearly includes holding ego, because ego try to not let you continue your mind. If you continue prayers of visualization, without increasing the depth, you cannot continue. Because this is the interesting part. If you try to continue, the ego try to pull you back, not to let you continue. But you, with strong ambition, what is this ambition? Should be this ambition to continue. If this is for practice for ourselves, our merit, our own merit, there's no meaning to continue, right? If it's for yourself, there's always like how much I gain, how much I need to give to gain this. You calculate the merit and demerit, and you calculate what is the benefit and what is you get it. But as I said, this practice is to transference the merit to all beings, the great spirit of the universe, Amida's power, and rescue them, and give, and you really can make this practically happens. I am writing all the Bibles and method of Tao Sangha. Wow, I didn't think about it, but it's going to be really kind of one big book. And I'm writing every day. Even today, from 6 in the morning, I started. I really looking forward to finish it, to be relieved, not only to be relieved, but to share with you guys in English. Anyway, to give merit, you continue. Okay, and your ego, the karma, try to put it back. Karma try to disturb, not to let it continue. But so there's like a struggle, right, with your ego. You try to not to let ego take over, so you hold the ego. This makes increase the depth of your heart. This is the interesting part. Struggling with ego, holding ego, and struggling with ego, and overcoming ego, makes your heart richer, makes your Buddha nature increases. And hold ego and contemplation of the mind is if you calculate what you get, this will not last long. This only can be possible only by the pure motivation of the transference of for the all beings. This is the only motivation that you can continue your mind on. And this come from, of course, responsible one, responsible to all beings. Okay. how much you are responsible to all beings. Shakyamuni Buddha, of course, he felt responsible. No, motivation was not for himself. Motivation was responsible. Otherwise, the practice didn't bring the result. Responsible to, how much you are responsible to your internal Buddha. If you are responsible to internal Buddha, you are responsible to your future, infinite future. You are responsible to all beings, that all beings be enlightened. You will be continue your mind for the practice. This is how you can, if you want find the words in the sutra, it's written in Heart Sutra about this. In Heart Sutra, it's written that Kanji Zaibo Satskyojin Hanya Haramita. It means that Bodhisattva, I mean practitioner, Mahayana practitioner, are practicing 6 way of aspect of the practice. 6 paramita. It's called 6 paramita. Paramita means to get enlightened, to reverse the Pure Land. So Bodhisattva was practicing in a way of 6 way of going to the other shore, enlightened. So one is, it's written donation, but it's not actually. Don't interpret it as donation. It's so shallow. When I look at the Buddhist book, I always feel frustrated about how they interpret it. It means number one, it means transparency. Give merit to others. This is number one. See, it's written there about six paramita. 6 paramita. This is in word of Heart Sutra. Okay. And next, it's also they interpreted like keep the rules. They interpret it as keep the rules, but no, don't interpret it like that. It means hold the ego. See, it's written there. And the next is 不正自戒ニンニク. They interpreted it as patient, to be patient, but don't interpret it like that. It means that, struggle, overcome the ego. Continuation of the mind. Without overcoming the ego, you cannot continue your mind. And if you don't hold the ego, there's no meaning. There's no meaning of the practice if you don't hold the ego. Because by holding ego, and hold the ego like skin level, muscle level, and bone level, and hold, and what will happen? You start even hold ego of the world, and your internal Buddha start awakening. This is the meaning of the hold ego. By holding ego, your internal Buddha will awaken. Without let your internal Buddha awaken, what is the meaning of the practice? No meaning. There's no, oh, I want to gain the mindfulness, or I want to be in peace, or I want to feel this. No, not I want. Stop I want. Okay? Transference, holding a contention of the mind. And number 4 is they interpret it as a practice, but no, it means practice means by struggling ego, you increase the depth, right? Infinite development. Infinite development of the spirit by practice. Actually, universe itself is the spirit of infinite development. Every moment, the universe is increasing. Amida Buddha's or Pure Land is every moment increasing the pleasure. Every moment increasing the comfort. Every moment increasing the happiness. This is a Pure Land. Infinite development of spirit. This is a really true state of the universe. And human beings, world of the human being is opposite, right? Human being, every moment, everything become down. No. So that's why for the human conscious, it's difficult to imagine how the Pure Land is like, because it's opposite. Because every moment, all the human world, it really going down, right? So at least human being wishes something, nothing changes. So they seek for something, no changes. And that's why when they hear the word emptiness in Buddhism, they think it's nothing, flat. But every moment, infinite development, this is the real meaning of the emptiness, because every moment changing. Why world is every moment changing? Because of the infinite development. Okay? And in the practice, you have to, with those, in practice, this happens. And number 5, this is the meaning of the true meaning of the samadhi. Samadhi means being a meditative state, they usually interpret it, but samadhi means to be oneness, unified with Amida Buddha. But Amida Buddha itself is infinite development of the spirit, which means every moment, you adapt to the infinite development, and there's no self, no self and others. There's no comparison, but even there's no comparison, there is absolute infinite development exists that you will experience in practice. And what is number 6? This clearly sense and do and see what's all happening is the wisdom. Wisdom is not just what you think. Wisdom is, if you want to hold the ego, you have to be able to see the ego, right? if you want transference, you need to have clearly pure ambition to give. If you want continuation of the mind, you need to know, you need to be scared that you'll be occupied by ego. If you don't continue of the mind, ego will occupy your spirit. You have to, most you have to fear is that. But actually, ego makes you, give you another fear, the wrong fear. The wrong fear is ego always afraid about losing the ego. It's interesting, right? Ego is afraid to lose ego. But actually, what you have to need to worry about is occupied by ego. Because without disappearing self, is you experience infinite universe. Infinite means no comparison, no self and others, just state sensation of the emptiness, and totally free from ego, free from any stuck in your mind, and that is you call wisdom. So, how much you're responsible to your internal Buddha? How much you're responsible to continue your mind? How much you're responsible to hold ego? How much you're responsible to wisdom in you? And to prejudice is also important, also in the practice. Okay, today's Dharma talk was about what is main necessary to have attitude in a practice. Attitude to yourself, attitude to the field, attitude to the Buddha, and attitude to your internal Buddha. Thank you.